I'm serious. It's happening.
It isn't happening.
It is. It's happening, Jake.
I think it's in your head, Richie.
It's not.
You are
There's
not
no
getting
way.
shorter, Richie.
I'm getting shorter.
Dude, you're not. I can prove it. Stand up here, just like last time. Back to back. Feel up there.
See?
Tell me if anything seems different. It all looks the same to me.
You're still
way.
taller.
I think we're good. Dude,
No.
you're just paranoid. Let's get this done. Come on. I think he's really starting.
Hey, I'm serious. Hi, it's Richie in the Sonic Dad Studios to bring you another preview of the project that will come out next week. It's been quite a while since I've done a flying aircraft project, so I thought it would be fun to do another one. But this time, instead of using picnic plates for the material, using foam core board. This is a little piece I cut from a board that I bought at Dollar Tree for $1. And because it's inexpensive material, it's got very thin paper on both sides. So very easy to peel. Usually comes off in one big piece. What you're left with is a pretty nice piece of foam. So after selecting the material, I thought about what the subject would be for this flying project. And I've done a jet and done a glider, so I thought it would be really cool to do a World War II fighter. And one of my all-time favorites has always been the ChanceBot F4U Corsair. So that's what I chose for this project. So the first thing I did was take some reference drawings and go to my CAD and start working with the scale and some flat patterns to fold the wing and other things. So here I have some of the prototypes, and these are built by using a full sheet label, printing them out, sticking them on the phone, cutting them out. So here I have several of the iterations that I built for flight testing, working out issues like getting the angle of incidence and finding the CG, and figuring out ways to attach the rudder and the horizontal stabilizer, and also coming up with a nice shock pad for the nose to keep the foam safe. So after getting the airplane to fly well, then it was time to add graphics, to go back to my CAD software, add all the panel details on the airplane, and then start putting color to it. So this is one of the first schemes that I came up with, World War II paint scheme. Not 100% authentic because I'm just kind of shooting for fun on this one. This has got a checkered cowl and a checkered rudder. I've always been a fan of checkered cowls. So I knew for this project I wanted to have at least 2 different paint schemes, and actually I ended up with 3. But for the second one, as I thought about it, it made me think about a remote control airplane I built a couple of years ago and the paint scheme I chose for that. And I've got that under the desk here. This is one of my RC airplanes. I have a basement full of them, literally, and my wife loves every one of them. But this is a paint scheme from an actual air racer that flew in 1947, I believe it was, and the aircraft was called Race 57, and it wasn't an F4U, but it was a Super Corsair. So I put that paint scheme on this airplane because I've always loved it, and so I thought this paint scheme would be really fun to put on this project. So this is the first iteration, and incidentally, Race 57, the real aircraft, like I said, flew in the Cleveland Air Race, and then it sat for 50 years, and then it was restored and flew again in 1999 in the Reno Air Races. So I think that's really cool. It's got a lot of history. So really like this paint scheme, and I think it turned out really well. So wanted to show you how this, a little bit more detail on how this project is built. You print this is one of 3 different graphics. So this is printed on a full sheet label. So you'd peel the backing, after you cut roughly around each graphic, you peel the backing, you stick it to the foam, and you take your X-Acto knife and you cut around each of the pieces. So here I'm showing the 2 pieces for the fuselage, and then a little stick glue, thin coat on each side, and you can glue the fuselage together like that. The wings are actually taped on with clear tape and a little bit of low temp hot glue to attach the rudder to the fuselage. So that's the final version of the Race 57 paint scheme. This is the final version of the World War II with the checkered cowl and rudder. And let's see, this one right here is the third paint scheme that's included in this project. Just got too many airplanes here. This one was kind of fun because I've got a couple of little nephews who just love the new animated movie that came out about planes. And one of their favorite planes in that movie was a little character who is an F4U Corsair. So I took all the markings from that little plane and put it on this project for them, and I think it turned out really cool. I really like this paint scheme. It's got the light gray on the underside, black and white checkering on the rudder, and the little yellow stripe on the top there. So that's the third paint scheme. So I just want to give you a little flight demo here. I will throw it toward this camera over here. Just a nice gentle throw level like this. There you go. Almost hit my camera. So that's project number 57, the first in a whole series that I'd like to do eventually, called Foam Board Fighters. And of course this is the F4U Corsair. And you might be wondering, since this is project 57, if that number on this scheme had anything to do with it. That is just a very cool and lucky coincidence. Did not plan that in the beginning. It just happened to be project 57, and I thought about putting the actual Race 57 scheme on this. So I think that is really cool. Just a lucky coincidence. So project 57 is going to be a skill level 5. It's going to be about a 2-hour build. This project, as I've explained, is made from dollar store foam board, some adhesive back craft foam. I use washers in the nose for the nose weight, and of course full sheet inkjet labels for the graphics. So I hope you enjoy building this project. I had a lot of fun putting it together, designing it, coming up with the graphics and all the flight testing. Flying projects are always a lot of work, but I have a lot of fun doing them too. So I hope you enjoy building this project. So if you like what we do, really appreciate it if you'd like this video, subscribe to our channel, comment below, tell me what you think of it, and also like us on Facebook. So until next time, I'm Richie with SonicDad.com. Now it's your turn to go make something cool.
Here, back to back, right over here. Okay, hey, seriously. See? Normal. It was too strong. It only went up.
You have to sit,
I went like this.
you have to sit on it.
Let's do it again. Alright, cut. Let's try it.
I don't think you thought this through.
I went to pull the lever and it choked my arm. Alright, serious. Sick of screwing around.